So this video is gonna be a little unusual. So at my college, I'm taking a song lit course, and one of the projects that we have assigned is to do a reaction video to two songs that the instructor chooses. So the two songs that I have to react to are Die Forelle by Franz Schubert and Le Carpe from Les Belles by Francis Poulenc. So one is about a trout and the other is about a carp. So I guess you could say this video is not only unusual, but fishy. So my instructor has sent me two specific links to these songs, and I'm gonna go ahead and react to them right now. Okay, so let's see what this recording is all about. Okay, so this is actually the same recording that I listened to, that I listened to, like, you know, before I actually knew the song too. So this is actually nothing new at all. It's in a different key than the one that you heard before. So one thing to notice at the piano, I found out that the piano kind of simulates the movement of the fish and also the river at the same time. But yeah, this is in the key of B flat rather than A. And I'm actually singing this as well as part of my rep for this semester as well. And I was like, you know, the washing machine song, I gotta implement that into it because I was like, I heard it so much. I'm like, I might as well sing it, right? And the tempo increase was intense there. It slows down and then, yeah, lots of variance with the tempo there and the intensity too. Rest in peace, Trap. But yeah, this is a cute little song that you know, I've said this like so many times, I've heard this so many times. So I guess I could provide a little bit more context as to what Die Forelle, this piece, is all about. So Die Forelle is about a fisherman that's trying to catch, well, a fish, a trout in this case, which he eventually does at the end by making the stream muddy. And you can also hear it in the last verse as well, that the fisherman successfully catches the fish, and unfortunately, the fish has been defeated. So the text of this is based off of a poem. Composers during this time like to set their songs to different poems. A lot of them were really into poetry. And the text of the poem is by a poet named Christian Schubert. And Franz Schubert made the song based off of that text. Whenever this piece was written, he was actually a teacher at his father's school. And in terms of popularity, it became popular with contemporary audiences. And I guess I could tell because it's on my freaking washer and dryer. So yeah, overall, Die Forelle is a cute little fun song that I've heard so many times. So let's check out Le Carpe from Les Belles by Poulenc. Okay, very calming. Very calming, makes me relax. Okay. Has a mysterious, ominous tone with the repeated notes. Okay. Just still has that soft sort of mood, soft, ominous, slow mood to it. Well, there you go. There you have it. That was a total Mood Shift from D. Farella. So this is actually the first time that I listened to this song, unlike D. Farella, and I looked at the text a little bit before, but let me get a refresher in terms of what the text is actually saying. So the translation reads, "In your moats, in your ponds, carp, how long you live. Has death forgotten you, fish of melancholy?" So I guess the melancholy kind of shows that, well, the carp is a very, like, depressing, sort of like, you know, melancholy fish. Which is why the music is kind of slow and sort of ominous and not super uplifting. So Le Carpe is part of a song cycle, which is basically a collection of songs called Le Bestiaire. And Bestiaire translates to bestiary, which is a book of beasts. And just like Schubert, Poulenc was into poetry. In this case, the poet Guillaume Apollinaire was the poet that Poulenc was into. So Poulenc read his poetry before, but it was a live recitation by Apollinaire that really gave Poulenc that inspiration to write this song. Like, imagine just kind of reading like your favorite book or your favorite poem or whatever, right? And you're like, okay, this is nice. And then you suddenly run into the actual person who wrote the poem. You heard it spoken aloud, and I'm like, oh, you know what? Let's actually write a song about it. So that's pretty much how this specific song in this song cycle was written. So something interesting to note about this is when this was written, Poulenc was actually serving in the French army during World War I and immediately following that. But during his duties, he had time to compose. The song cycle Le Bestiaire, which is where Le Carpe is from, was a sonata, which is essentially a composition for instrumental soloists, and a song cycle, like you just heard a piece of. So while the sonata didn't really make any big waves, the song cycle really got Francis Poulenc's name out there in France. So I think it's pretty interesting that, yeah, this guy was actually serving in World War I, and he actually just had time to compose these songs that we listened to. As far as the song itself, it's definitely slow. You have to be in a certain mood in order to really, I guess, connect with it. And yeah, you just have to really, I guess, be in a certain mood to get into it. I mean, I personally wasn't really into this specific song, but that's only one of 6 songs in the entire song cycle. So yeah, this was a pretty interesting project to do, and hopefully you guys learned a few things or two. If you guys are normally here for my normal content, I hope that this wasn't too weird for you guys to watch. And if you guys normally aren't on my YouTube channel and are watching this here, hope you guys enjoyed it. Who knows, maybe there's some people that normally watch my videos that are into music, and maybe this actually kind of opened some stuff up. And if you're new here, I normally do gaming content here on my YouTube channel, so if that's something that you're into, feel free to stick around. And in terms of future music content, I do have some stuff planned down the line that's not exactly in this style, but more on the gaming side. So if that sounds like something that you're into, then I would super appreciate it if you guys hit that subscribe button. And the same thing applies if you watch this video and you're into gaming. Check out the content that I put on the channel so far, and if it looks like something that you want to see more of, hit that subscribe button as well. And speaking of the thumbs up that I just did, be sure to like the video if you guys enjoyed watching. And if you subscribe, be sure to ring the bell so you never miss out on my uploads. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I greatly appreciate it. Take care, have a blessed day, and I'll see you next time.